Hey y'all, I'm Rick and thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you my version of bruschetta. I know most of us have been saying bruschetta, but if you check out my friend's YouTube channel entitled Marco in a Box, they have an excellent video showing us Italian words Americans have been getting wrong. Bruschetta, bruschetta, no matter how you pronounce it, you're going to love it. One of the most important cooking lessons I learned from Chef Anne Burrell, and that is the technique called mise en place, or to put in place. All that means is getting your list of ingredients from your recipe already measured and prepared, cut, chopped, what have you, before you start to cook. So let's get started. This is a recipe I wrote myself, and I call it simply Mushroom Bruschetta. It's got roasted garlic and cream cheese, baby bella mushrooms that we're going to saute in a rosemary-infused butter, chopped black olives all in a crostini topped with cheese, and baked off in the oven. To get started, slice the top off of a head of garlic, sprinkle generously with a little olive oil, some sea salt, and wrap it tightly in a piece of aluminum foil. Then slide it into a preheated 400-degree oven for about 35 minutes. Now to do our sauteed mushrooms, we take about a stick of butter over medium-high heat, drizzle in a little olive oil, give it another layer of flavor in there, and then a sprig or two of fresh rosemary. You don't have to worry about taking it off of the stem because we're not going to eat the rosemary itself. The essence of it is just cooking down and infusing into this oil. Man, I wish you could smell that rosemary. Once it hit that hot oil and butter, man, it just releases those essential oils in there. Then you add your mushrooms. These are sliced baby bellas. Just get them nicely covered. Then a little bit of sea salt right over the top. The salt's going to help the mushrooms release their liquid and they'll cook down much quicker. Now once they're cooked down, your mushrooms should look like this. And once the mushrooms are cool enough to handle, just lay them out on a cutting board and run your knife through them just to give them a rough chop. Now here's the garlic that we roasted earlier. What I'm going to do is I've got some cream cheese here. Now this is the name brand whipped cream cheese. You can use just the regular bar cream cheese. I just like mine to be a little lighter and fluffy. And what you should do, and it should work, is when you get your garlic out, look at that. You squeeze, look at all that roasted garlic goodness. You just squeeze all of that out of there. Trying to be careful not to get any skin, but this one's working excellent. I like to use a fork to mix the roasted garlic into the cream cheese. Now here's a great tip. Before shredding cheese, always place it in the freezer for a few minutes. That will give it time to firm up and make it much easier to shred. Now the kind of bread I use for this is a French baguette that you can get at the bakery of your favorite grocery store. What I like to do is just cut it on an angle and make sure you cut it in nice even pieces. The last ingredient on our list is simply just chopped black olives. Now I'm not going to lie, these just came out of a can. I didn't bother chopping them by myself. But now all of our components are prepared and our mise en place is ready. Well, I'll show you how to assemble them. You take some of this roasted garlic and cream cheese, spread a layer on your crostini. However thick or thin you want it. It's all up to you. Then you take a spoonful of our rosemary-infused bella mushrooms, a little bit of these black olives. Again, if you don't like black olives, don't use them. And then some of our shredded cheese. Just nestle that on top. All right, I'm going to do the rest of these, and then we'll slide them in the oven. All right. now it's time to serve these babies. Hey, this is Angel, my producer. She was running the camera earlier. Now it's time to feed her. Rough chop of some chives sprinkled on the top. And they're finished. Make sure you serve with some red wine. What you think?
It is so good. So good.
Thank you.